皆さん、いい腕前ですね。
With all due respect, this trial is taking far too long.
What do you think of this, TRêN?
It's not possible to tell for sure what goes on within the vortex.
Is it Weinon's voice?
I'm not sure. Wait, no!
Lady TRêN.
Snowy's voice. I can't hear him anymore. There's a sun-like existence in the trial. It's burning him up.
It has come to this.
What now?
Get ready, my Demos.
Why would we? The core flame is important to us, but it's beyond absurd to even consider sacrificing him to the Titans. As I promised you, Aglaya, I will intervene in the trial this time to bring your deliverer out to safety. But that's as far.
Of course. I know this is not the time to demand any more from you.
Discerning. All right then. To be as prepared as I can, I hope that the two Outlander warriors can also join me.
That might not be a good idea. The core flame trial is many times more complicated than a standard ritual. Our two distinguished guests are not obliged to risk their lives through the flame chase journey.
No. Someone should stay outside in case we need help. Join me in the trial to look for Weinon, assuming we survive Nikador's wrath. If something bad were to happen, Castorus, your priority is to ensure the safety of these two.
Yes, Lord Mighty.
Thank you both for your valor. Time to get to work then. Let me have the honor of taking the lead in this battle.
We can't get rid of...
Please, stay safe.
May that warrior be safe from harm. Our reinforcements from beyond the sky, warriors of high esteem. Please close your eyes and hold your breath. They once kept the fate of this world, and many other challenges safe from the devastating rage of strife. They now seek to venture deep into the trial of divinity, and prove their will to destroy our enemies, as foretold by the prophecy. When the hammer of strife strikes the anvil of the warrior, the heat and impact will leave behind scars, and between them, a demigod shall rise.
Very well. Come forth then. Souls foreign to this realm, and warriors in the making. Follow me into the mist and flames, and come face to face with the greatest fear in the... And with thy strength, banish the darkness and usher in sunlight. Let all lost souls find courage on a long journey back home.
What's the matter? Surprised? Where there's strife, there's carnage. It shouldn't come as a surprise to see such a sight in Nikidor's trial. I told you, this is only a mirror of the trial. I don't see him around here. We should go first. Let's pray he stays safe. Huh. The greatest fear in the depths of a warrior's heart, huh? So, this is what he fears the most.
A disaster for Akama.
There's no place for you in Amphoreus.
So much for the king of those outlands.
Submit or die.
So much for the king of those outlands.
You won't get away, criminal and vermin!
Be on alert. The smell of rust is thick in the air.
Tell me your name, brute. Your demise shall be a tale I boast about at the...
My name is Perdiccas, and I am here to avenge my people.
Kremnoans and Akamans are at war?
Perdiccas? Even the tragic cries of beasts at the slaughterhouse!
Say whatever you like, despicable Akaman. Better to die in battle than return even in glory.
Foolish brute.
Huh?
Die, you swine!
Madamos. My king, why? Why did you leave us to the mercy of these foreigners?
Is this?
And you are... Oh. You Kremnoans are all eager to die, huh? Then I shall grant you a swift death.
Face your death, cowardly king!
This insatiable bloodlust is a product of Nikidor's wrath. Forever doomed! Burn it all! Absurd. I know this Akaman. Strife contorted an honorable warrior into that horrible noise. This battle cry must have gone to Finon. That's why he lost himself. What a useless fool. It's nothing. That voice. Is Cartonus? You too, Cartonus.
Please accept my offering, Nikidor!
Mighty Mos you are, destroyed all the wicked king.
I won't ask how this happened. I just need you to tell me where Finon is.
All of this, you know very well. Leave our city, cursed son of Gorgo!
I have no intention of hurting you.
Humiliate me you shall not! Leave! Get out of Okima! Get out! Symbol of your sovereignty, take it! Signet of Kremnos, bask in blood-soaked glory, your kind alone!
This is... Mother's signet? It's here again.
Ha! Finally gone mad!
Enough! Be quiet! You are not at all cartoonist. Look out! Nice move. Wait. He seems calm and composed, unlike the rest. Parted the waters. So, you are Don Hung. The trial of strife is a vicious one, all right. This might not be a single person's trial. I saw someone from my past a while ago. Someone Phainon has never met. We can only hope this battlefield is nowhere as extensive as I imagined it to be. Let's first follow the sounds of battle to their source. The battle cries seem to be getting a lot louder.
Be the end of you outlanders! This will be the end of you outlanders!
Submit or die. I agree.
Cursed brutes.
Just as I thought. This is where the battle cries were coming from. The true entrance to Nikador's trial. I'm seeing him for the first time, but there's no doubt about it. What I'm sensing can only be Strife's bloodlust. The one manipulating this battlefield is Nikador themselves.
My demise. You are a keen warrior indeed.
You know me?
The blasphemous prince. Of course I know you. And I happen to know that you're here for the soul of that white-haired warrior.
Great. Let's cut to the chase then. Hand over that poor excuse for a sword master, so we can be—
No. I applaud your courage and strength for coming this far. But you have chosen to besmirch the dignity of one who has fallen, and I cannot turn a blind eye to that. He faced the greatest fear in the depths of his heart, and fought with exceptional valor, though he eventually succumbed to the brutal onslaughts. I have since brought him to the rear battleground, and granted him glory worthy of his courage, tenacity. And you wish to take him away? Sure. Pick up a spear and prove that your resolve can rival his. Of course. Cowards who hope to avoid bloodshed are better off disappearing from my sight this instant.
Your opinions are of no interest to me, Mad King. If it's a fight you're looking for, then you will get one, Titan. I will put you to rest once more with my curse of immortality.
Commendable. Your noble mother displayed the same spirit with a spear in her hands.
Don't you dare!
Why not? She challenged the former Krennos king to a duel, even knowing that it was a deadly trap, all to protect your dignity.
Her death was caused by you, the incarnation of strife. How dare you talk about her past? Enough of this nonsense. You should be wielding your weapon at the god of strife. Battle me and put a swift end to this!
Your hatred is as clear as day, my nemesis. My words must have stung deeply. But thanks to them, I have also come to realize this is why you killed your father for the throne, only to let your signet sink to the bottom of the Sea of Souls, refusing to let the glory of Kremnos live on. This is why you slew the Strife Titan, only to reject the core flame, letting strife continue instead. Oh, child abandoned by fate, show me what you are capable of. Show me if you have the power to put out the flames of your very own destiny.
I will rip your chest apart, Titan. The same way I ripped apart that former king.
I see you wish to repeat these. Come at me then. Ignite the flames of your fears and step onto the battlefield. Take this fierce battle to the boundaries of strife and consume me. Remember this. The son of Gorgo will be crowned in blood. The very moment I'm just moment ascension. To you, the successor of Kremnos. White warrior knew he was no match, yet he chose to fight till his very last breath. What about you, my Demos? Can your murderous intent match up to what fate has in store for you? Prove to me that you are worthy of this power!
Come on, show me your courage. Burn it up. Mournful cries. Miserable wails. Spare no effort. Kings of Kremnos! This is the power you desired? Hear my roar. I am Strife, dying soul. Face me. I allow you to accept your punishment.
Curiosity, endless riddles. Nothing but a void.
In the name of fairness, I grant you the blood of strife.
This raging power, I can hardly contain it.
It's coming. Like the west wind. Away we go!
Burn it all.
Expand your thinking. Glimpse the unknown.
In fear you shall abandon your mortal body, King of Kremnos!
Dying soul. Face me. How noisy. Forever doomed. Burn it all! There's fury upon you! Found you. I did my best.
There's no need to worry.
The greatest fear in the depths of his heart. Lord Phainon must have been forced to relive his past during the trial.
In all likelihood.
That is correct. He was willing to entrust the core flame to the Chrysosayers.
It is one of the culprits that drives the people of Amphoreus to madness. It was during the Era Bellica that this unspeakable thing first appeared. Nobody knows where it came from or how it came to be. What we do know, however, is that it is steadily encroaching upon what little remains of this tranquil land, much like a rising sea closing in on an island from all sides. It is for this very reason that it became known as the Black Tide. Those who succumb to it lose their reason and humanity.
According to Naius, Nicador, though... Perhaps that is also why Lord Phainon threw himself into the trial of strife.
But now, we must look for alternative means of igniting the flames of strife.
So, Aglaya.
You know very well the decision doesn't lie with me. As the successor to Krymnos, Mighty, you know better than anyone that if it was simply about emerging triumphant on the battlefield of strife, but ultimately, the heavy burden of divinity can only be borne by one. It is foolhardiness and indecision, not the unclaimed seat of divinity.
Don't worry, Dee. This isn't the first time he's been like this.
I'm not worrying about him.
Oh, all right. You're a little quiet, though.
I'm sorry. That was rude of me. What I meant was, I know that man can pull through for sure.
It's all right. Being straightforward suits you better. Actually, Dee, there's something we're curious about. What did you see in Nicador's trial?
Something that... Isn't that ironic? There shouldn't even be a word for fear in the
Do you think you stand a chance?
Is this also part of your grand scheme?
What do you mean?
Aglaya knew that Phainon might fall, and she expected me to take his place. That was the plan all along.
Yes. Looks like you know everything.
I have no intention of condemning you for it. The Flame Chase journey is not a game, and I have long understood this. With the downfall of strife, and the ever-growing threat that the Black Tide poses, if Circes and Ornyx are also impacted, the ramifications will be dire.
They are the only two Titans who are still lucid and willing to coexist with humanity.
Regrettably, I do not hold the key to completing the trial. Give me some time to speak with my people.
I see. There is strength in numbers, but you must know that the trial to become a demigod is ultimately meant for only one individual. Your people. They have been eagerly awaiting a new king all this time, haven't they? If you take on the divine role, they will have no reservations about following your lead. After all, you're the hero of Castrum Kremnos.
I once was. But Lady Trebios, therein lies my deepest fear. We'll talk again later. I'll be back.
D? Regardless of what happens, we will always be there for you.
Thank you. The person I'm looking for is probably in the hot bath. I should go take a look. The billowing steam always brings back memories of the furnaces in our homeland.
Regardless of what happens, we will always be there.
Thank you. Children left unattended by their parents? That's not safe. You shouldn't run around in here, kids.
Hey, it's the Crown Prince! Are you also here for a bath?
I want to hear stories about princes on the battle.
The Crown Prince. Are you Kremnoans?
Yeah, we are! The grown-ups said we used to live next to the arena. My dad is a centurion with the Hydra Lancers, and my mom is the bravest warrior in the God Shield Brigade.
My parents are serving in the Holy City garrison now.
Why are you kids here alone?
Mom and Dad were asleep, so we snuck out to play hide and seek with Mr. Crateros.
That old man can be such a child sometimes.
Sorry, I don't. No way! Mr. Crateros is a member of the Royal Wing Elite. He was counting near Verax Leo when we went to...
It was prudent of you to be cautious.
It's... just take a few turns after you go out from here.
All right, I'll go look for it. You should consider the game over and head home for now.
Wait, Your Highness!
Is there something else?
I heard you retrieved Nicodor's core flame. Does that mean we get to go back home soon?
Have you ever been to Castrum Kremnos? You were all born in the Holy City, and are living lives no different from the Occamants. You have never even witnessed the blade in the sky with your own eyes. How, then, is a city you've never seen your home?
Because this place is definitely not home. Mom and Dad told me that the children of Kremnos are born to wield swords and fight on the battlefield.
They also said that the Kremnoan detachment led by the Crown Prince is the bravest army across all of Amphoreus. No one can defeat them. The kids in the Holy City don't play with us. The moment they find out that our parents are Kremnoans, they shun us. We don't care. We all know that the Crown Prince will take us home one day.
That time has not yet arrived. But, young men of Kremnos, heed my command. Return to your parents at once. From here on, you are to dedicate yourselves to rigorous training and a healthy diet. You must not neglect these two aspects if you are to become a brave warrior of Kremnos. Only by following this path can you be deemed worthy of returning home.
Yes, Your Highness!
The future of Kremnos. I should find Crateros.
Infallible.
There he is.
Rat! Oh, it's the Crown Prince of Castrum Kremnos.
Get a grip. We're here by order of the Council of Elders. Even the Chrysos heirs have to think twice before doing any.
Out of my way, lackeys of the Council.
The Civil Guard of Akama is on official duty. Please keep out of this area.
Calm down, my lord. Play nice.
Don't make me repeat myself.
I'll allow you to pass this time, but just this once.
So, you think yourself knowledgeable? Then here is a question for you. Do you know how Chrysius Leo and Castrum Kremnos came to be mounted on the wall? I don't know, my lord. How did it come to be? Let me enlighten you. That vicious beast had been a menace for years, and the bones in its den were stacked even higher than the peaks around Akama. But do you know what happened? Nary a moment had passed after the beast's head peeked out of its den, when the Kremnoan warriors surged forward and brought it down within the blink of an eye. Why are you red-faced already? We haven't even gotten to the best part yet. It's your storytelling, my lord. Well, if it isn't Lord Mighty. It's been a while. Oh, what in Akama is happening? To what do I owe the pleasure, son of Gorgo?
Kratos. My esteemed teacher.
Let's talk somewhere else, Mighty Mos. I'm tired of speaking with this silly lion.
What about the Council's informants?
Those two hyenas are nothing but scavengers of rotten meat. They couldn't bite even if they tried. They can follow us if they want to. Wait! So, how in the world did Chrysius Leo get mounted on the wall? Keep up with us, you hyena. Oh, sorry. I meant officers.
Hey, old man, how dare you? Calm down. Calm down.
Don't fall behind now. Unless you want to upset our friends here.
Don't you dare try any tricks with us.
We're almost there.
Why have you stopped?
This is a nice spot for a private chat.
Shall we, sir?
Let's do it.
What are you up to?
Someone help me!
Some privacy at last. So, tell me, why have you come to seek this old...
I came to discuss the future of the Kremnoan.
Interesting. I heard the core flame of the Lance of Fury has been restored, though not by your hand.
Those rumors are not entirely groundless.
In other words, you did entertain the thought of giving up the throne of Kremnos.
The divine power is not equivalent to the throne. The path of strife is also not our people's only way.
Enough with the word games. You, of all people, should understand the plight of the Kremnoans. Think about all the warriors of the Kremnoan detachment who left their homeland with you. Think about their children. If they ever learn that the crown prince they look up to so much is actually toying with the notion of stepping down. Think of the disgrace it would bring upon your departed mother, Marty Mos. You best remember that she died for you because of Europon's schemes to restore the glory of Kremnos.
Since you've brought that up, tell me, who is responsible for my father's death?
Are you trying to shame me, Mighty Mos? I may be old, but I haven't become so decrepit that I've forgotten it all. You drove the spear into his chest with your very own hands.
That was merely the final outcome. Do you still not see it? What led my parents and our people to their downfall is none other than the strife we speak of. This is the creed of every Kremnoan, no matter whether these beliefs are justified or not.
Don't be ridiculous. The only thing that could slay a king is a spear.
Even an infant knows that much. I swore to your mother that I would guard your crown with my life. I never foresaw that the son of Gorgo himself would be the first to turn his back on the Kremnoan spirit. Gorgo. Your mother bore that name. The name of the great founder of Castrum Kremnos. And she upheld that name with honor. If you choose to turn your back on her legacy, like a wretched deserter...
I came to discuss the future of our people with you.
Go, mighty. Ha! That's what those Chrysos heirs call you, isn't it? Go down the path you have deemed correct. But don't you ever dream of renouncing the traditions of Kremnos. We may reside in Akama now, but we remain eternally bound to strife by blood.
Bloodlines no longer hold any significance in this era of destruction.
My young lord, always bear this in mind. Never reveal your vulnerabilities to anyone, especially when it wields power enough to dominate the entire hunting ground.
Europon, the boy did nothing wrong! This is murder! Do not sully the noble name of Kremnos with the blood of an innocent child!
Enough! My decision is final. We must use this child's life to preserve the soul of the great Nikador. We must save Castrum Kremnos.
Don't be absurd! Those tiny hands lack the strength to even lift a spear. You'll be ending the bloodline of Kremnos if you do this.
Have you forgotten that we Kremnoans place no value in bloodlines? It is through pure bloodshed and slaughter that the kings of Kremnos have ascended to the throne. As for our millennia-old glory, it has always been a joke in my eyes. Glorify it all you want, but it will not alter the nature of slaughter.
Enough with your words! Among all the kings of Kremnos, which one did not inherit the crown only after plucking it from the lifeless body of his father? But listen to yourself now. Do you truly believe you can cleanse the blood from your hands?
Nay, quite the contrary. I will end this cycle of bloodshed, starting with this child. With these blood-stained hands, I will end it all.
Your failure is inevitable, Europon. You are just a coward who can only raise his blade against his own child! Royal Wing elites and Emperors of Kremnos! You cannot sit idly by and watch this atrocity unfold! If you consider yourselves the honorable sons and daughters of Gorgo, then take up your spears and join me in putting an end to this bloody charade!
Does anyone else have any objections?
Understood.
5, 4, 3. No one dare stand by my side. 2, 1.
It appears there are no objections. Then, in accordance with the Kremnoan Council's principle of tacit consent, with all present as witnesses, this child shall descend into the Sea of Soul. May fate and the gods await your arrival, my son. My Deimos.
Stop!
If you have more to say, then speak. On account of the life we have shared together.
With the blade of fury above us and the council bearing witness, I, Gorgo, hereby move to challenge the crown in accordance with the laws of Kremnos. O unworthy king, in the name of the Council of Elders.
Very well. We shall see who the Kremnoan blade strikes down.
My Deimos. My son. They all tell me to forget. But how could I ever? The son of Gorgo will be crowned in blood. There is no Kremnos without the crown.
Miss, you're awake. That's a complicated question. I'm not sure I can answer that. I apologize for arriving uninvited. I bring a message from Lady Aglaya. She has prepared a gift for you and Don Hong, and wish... I'm glad you're in good spirits. All right, let's set off. Are bustling. Now that Nikador has fallen, the soldiers in the city can finally catch a break. I don't know how long I'll be able to live like this. Is that Lady Treby and Lady TRÄN?
You must have forgotten. This is a precious relic from our hometown. TRÄN, this is a counterfeit. We both know it's impossible for something this fragile to have. Nothing is impossible. We are fragile too, but we still got through those. Why won't you buy it? If someone else gets to it before us, we'll calm down, TRÄN. You need rest.
Please, there's no need to fret. If you need more time to make a decision...
No, it's all right. TRÄN is just what? TRÄN is super mad. You've forgotten all about Mama. Mama gave us something just like this before. TRÄN.
See you tomorrow? I hope you two patch things up soon.
See you tomorrow. May the winds of fortune bless you.
It's so hard to understand what they're thinking sometimes.
Excuse me.
Oh, it's Miss Castorus. See, I have a little hobby of collecting handy. When Lady Treby and but Lady Treby believed it to be a counterfeit. She said it couldn't possibly be from Yanisopolis. For some reason, Lady TRÄN became awfully upset.
I see. Madam, would you mind selling this trinket to me?
Certainly. It's just... if it truly is a...
I understand. Feel free to name your price.
And what might your concerns be, my friend? Fine. I'll sell it to you at cost, as a sign of goodwill, Miss
Much appreciated. Thanks for helping me out. I'm not one to venture out often, and while I have some savings, it takes a lot out of me to even talk to people. The authenticity of the piece isn't important. What matters is that it holds special meaning for Lady TRÄN and reminds her of her hometown. I've long wished to show my gratitude for Lady TRÄN's care. Still, this trinket is admittedly rather fragile. All right, back to business after that little detour. Let's keep moving. Don't stray far now. We've already kept Lady Aglaya waiting long enough. Seems your friend arrived before us.
Welcome, Cass. And you as well, trailblazer from beyond the sky. Not at all. It's good to see you bouncing back with such energy after that tough battle. For all that has happened, it was never our intention to drag you two into the battle against Nikedor and This is the dew of divine blood, brewed from crops nourished by the blood of the Titans. It is said that only 12 bottles existed. The last 3 bottles are now being kept in the treasure vault of Akama. Back in the days of prosperity, cities fortunate enough to acquire it regarded it as one of the greatest treasures ever. And now, in keeping with tradition, Akama dedicates this drink to our esteemed guests from beyond the... Very perceptive, Mr. Dunhung. Your heroic deeds have proven that you come in good faith.
Wow! Gray and Danny have sharp eyes indeed. You'd make outstanding members of the Twilight Courtyard. No need to worry, by the way. I can tell from Lady Aglaya's tone of voice and micro-expressions that she's being genuine. Not only are you guests from beyond the sky, but you've also done so much for Akama. You're practically heroes to us all. Lady...
Hyacinth, thank you for taking care of the wounded of the past few days.
Oh, it's no trouble at all. The patients are very cooperative when we attend to them. I'm just thrilled to see them all going home healthy again. Oh, it's Cassie! Oh, I've missed you. Aren't they just the cutest nicknames? As an acolyte of Aquila, I'm here to bring healing light to the world. Plus, I've heard you're also children of the distant skies. Fate must have brought us together. Can we be friends? I'd love to hear your tales of the sky. And oh, it's a rare occasion that Akama presents such an invaluable gift to guests. Lady Aglaya, may I have the honor of tasting it too?
Of course you may. Esteemed guests of Akama, please believe me when I say that this gift carries no hidden agendas. As for the matter of the Alliance, you need not give me an answer here and now.
You're mistaken. The capable Lady Aglaya doesn't need my help with things like this. Oh, yay! Then I'll get started on my questionnaire.
Allow me to do the honors. This young lady is Hyacinth, assistant lecturer of the new sporists at the Grove of Epiphany and head nurse at the medical institution known as the Twilight Courtyard. Many of the Chrysos heirs suffered injuries during Nikedor's attack on Akama, so the Grove sent Lady Hyacinth to treat the wounded in Akama.
But what I'm really good at is helping people sort out what ails their mind and spirit. If you're ever feeling troubled, come find me. A little sunbathing in the courtyard will chase all your worries away. Well, it looks like everything's sorted out now. The patients have also all recovered. I think it's time for me to head back, Lady Aglaia.
I would love to keep you in Akama for a few more days. As it happens, Akama intends to send a messenger to the Grove for updates about the
Oh, that sounds pretty serious. Lady Aglaia, you can't be asking me to...
No need to fret. We won't put you on the spot. TRîAN will be going there as the diplomatic messenger of Akama, and Castorus will be accompanying her.
I happen to have a few questions for Professor Anaxa as well.
If you're not keen on just sitting around, Miss Trailblazer, why not go with him? The Grove is a picturesque place, perfect for sightseeing.
That's a wonderful suggestion. Come visit the Grove, Grey. I'd be delighted to show you around.
In that case, do bring this spindle along with you. This tool, called the weft, is used to spin thread and has been passed down in my family through generations. While you're in the Grove, the golden thread of the weft can also render all things around you visible. Make good use of it. TRîAN is already waiting for you at the outskirts of Akama, so I won't keep you any longer. Make good use of it. TRîAN is already waiting for you at the outskirts of Akama.
I'm glad to be in your company again, miss. Thanatos controls my fate, in a sense, and they have something of mine. When I was studying at the Grove alongside Phainon and the others, Professor Anaxa was responsible for teaching us about the Chrysos heirs. The Grove of Epiphany is Akama's partner academy. Several Chrysos heirs are based in the Grove, including...
Oh, I came here with a colleague from the Twilight Courtyard. I've asked her to pack her luggage in advance, so she's... Look! There she is! And Lady TRîAN. But who... Did something happen, Clementine? Oh, that's a serious injury.
Miss Hyacinth, this man was discovered by TRîAN! TRîAN was in a bad mood. TRîAN knows the city has good doctors. I was waiting here for Miss Hyacinth when I bumped into Lady TRîAN.
These wounds... They're caused by the Black Tide. This is bad. Clementine, prepare a ward for this man at once. Grey, Cassie, and TRîAN, would you mind making your way to the Grove first? Once this man is out of danger, Clementine and I will join. As a healer, I cannot ignore those in need of medical attention.
I understand. May fate have mercy on this poor man.
TRîAN believes he'll get better. Everybody, follow TRîAN! Fly, fly, fly away from Akama! Down this road we go, to the skies we fly! Little Cass, little Grey, are you ready?
You might not be aware of this, but using the sentry gate takes a significant toll on Lady TRîAN.
TRîAN promised Treeby that we wouldn't open the gate unless we had no other choice.
I'm ready too.
Okie dokie! Everybody, let's hold hands. To the Grove we go!
It's harder than I thought to sew gemstones onto Wolfeld.
Cass, memmy, memmy, mem. Memmy, mem, mem, mem.
Mem wants to try sewing. Here, why don't you give it a go?
Memmy, mem, mem, memmy, mem. Memmy, memmy, mem, 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 mem.
It's hard not to like Mem when they're so adorable. This is amazing. It seems as if their voice has become more intelligible after the battle with Nikador. After spending the last few days together, I feel like I'm gradually gaining the ability to understand what they're saying.
Is everybody awake? Little Gray, little Cass, and a little pink puppy?
It's already action hour. You were talking in your sleep.
Sleep talking?
Something like, Mommy, doll with sword. Let's...
Ugh, it's so embarrassing.
Of course not. Wasn't Lady TRîAN's mother also the Holy Maiden of Yanisopolis?
Uh-huh. Mama was the strongest Holy Maiden in all of our history. She also gave us the prophecy of deliverance. But TRîAN can't remember what Mama looked like anymore. TRîAN thinks that's a great idea. Yay! Little Memmy from now on. Okie dokie. TRîAN remembers that we need to help Aggie ask the big tree whether Cersei's would be willing to visit off. If we follow this woven trail and keep going upward, we'll reach...
Legend has it that whenever they requested an audience with Cersei's, Nestia would always come to them.
Look! A huge tree! It's... huge!
It's the Bow of Rift, the divine body of Cersei's. Flora began to grow where they... A long time ago, Felicis, the first scholar...
TRîAN knows this. Everybody says that was how this big academy came to be.
Something feels off. The Grove has always welcomed scholars. Yet, it seems both the Grove's messengers and the Titan are in... That doesn't seem likely. Miss Hyacinth didn't mention anything about it.
Maybe everybody's still asleep because classes haven't started yet.
This place is too quiet. What in...
Oh, TRîAN found it! Everybody, fly across to the other side! The entrance on the other side. Where could it be? Gray's eyes are so sharp.
I knew you would find it. The courtyard of Storgi should be just ahead of us.
Looks good.
As I expected.
Mem.
Not to mention that this whole place is also eerily quiet. That's possible.
Hello? Is anyone there? Huh, no one's here. Mem.
I have an idea. Lady TRÅN, could you lend me that golden spindle? Do you remember? Lady Aglaia said this. This is achievable because the grove is not only where the roots of Circes are. Oh, Nestia, with the weft as my vow, I beseech you, entwine my body with your golden thread and affection. Well, these lines are documented in the Handbook of Nestia's Priests. If I'm not mistaken, we should be able to draw power out of this butterfly exuvia with...
There isn't a reaction.
But that shouldn't be.
Mem.
Are they white dryad flowers?
Mem.
No, these aren't white dryads. These are shadows of dead white dryads.
Dead me, Mem. Shadow?
Strictly speaking, these white dryads are still plants. However, this also means that the golden thread has definitely connected with...
But what happened to them?
Mem, can you read their memories?
Let me try. Mem. Let me try. Mem. Black. Cloak. Mem. Sword. Toward the great tree. Mem.
I have a bad feeling about this. The deathly fog of Thanatos.
Oh! TRÍEN will be on high alert!
The smell of death is becoming more and more intense. There, on the steps.
This looks really scary.
No, it's neither of those. This is a creation of the Black Tide. Such creatures are formed when living beings, everybody, stay alert. Regardless of what has happened to the Grove, the fact that we're seeing the remains of a Black Tide creation here...
Should we inform Aggie about this? Mem. The monster is alive! TRÍEN will protect everybody!
TRÍEN, please hide behind us. Miss, let's do this. As expected, the words black, sword, and cloak... They're talking about the Black Tide.
Incoming! Guiding the west wind! Away we go!
Never seen perfection. Expand your thinking. Together as one. Curiosity. Endless riddles. Nothing but a void.
You defeated it! Little Gray! Little Kaz! You're so strong!
To think the Black Tide has spread this quickly to the Grove despite its remote location. I'm afraid a world where strife has fallen is far more dangerous than we ever imagined.
Oh no! Does this mean that Akuma is also in danger?
Looking at this mess, it seems the scholars at least succeeded in fending off the first one, but at what price?
Lady Aglaya, after a few days of surgeries, both major and minor.
Thank you again, Hyacinth, for your hard work.
The scarring of his organs was especially severe, a result of the Black Tide's corruption.
Don't stress yourself out over this. Tribi, I have some things to tell you as well. He is not Akuma. The way the stitches on his clothes...
A grove? You mean...
Now that I think about it, Castorus and the rest should have arrived at the grove by now.
TRN just got in contact. The Black Tide has invaded the grove. We haven't detected any survivors, even with the help of the Golden Thread. What should we do, Aggie?
The Black Tide is posing an even greater risk to us now. Can they tell where the core flame is right now?
We see it. The core flame is still there.
But
they can't see for sure whether the Titan has also been corrupted by the Black Tide.
Please let them know that for now, the most pressing task is to and find Anaxa. Unless something went terribly wrong.
They've set off. Please, stay safe, everyone.
I pray for their safety too.
Aggie, how do you know that Anaxa is still alive?
I know that man all too well. If that blasphemous performer knew that he was not long for this world, he would most certainly try to seize the core flame and drag the Titan down with him.
Is this a joke as well?
No, I'm being serious this time. We're facing threats from both within and without Akuma. The merciless carnage may have ceased, but Akuma's nemesis continues to sharpen their blade. They may have even prepared the gallows from which to hang us all.
You mean...
Even if the divine authority of strife is as yet unclaimed, the Black Tide is advancing more rapidly than I Alas, it's too late. The Council will likely take this opportunity to...
All right. Should I inform Hyacinth about this?
Not for now. She must be exhausted after performing surgeries non-stop for so many days.
We can only hope that the Grove weathers this crisis with as many survivors as possible.
That being said, based on the condition of this patient, Tribi, it's likely he is the only one who managed to escape from the Grove against all odds.
Everything will be fine. The people at the Grove are really smart. They'll definitely be able to chase away the Black Tide.
How should I put it? Lady Aglaya doesn't trust Anaxa. Despite being a chrysosaur, Anaxa resolutely believes that Titans and prophecies are a load of not. During our regular citizens' assemblies, he always votes to oppose the
TRN knows the answer to that. Everybody says that Circes, who symbolizes reason,
Yes, that is how we formed an agreement with these Titans who bear no harm toward humanity. If they agree to support us on our flame...
With the exception of Orynyx, that is. They didn't lend us their power with memmy mem memmy mem mem memmy mem mem memmy mem memmy mem 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 memmy mem mem mem.
That is true. It's also fortunate that these gods weren't corrupted by the Black Tide.
TRN believes Circe's will be over. So, Little Gray and Little Cass, just leave the task of finding Anaxa and everyone else to TRN. It's easy for TRN to look for people because...
Good idea. In that case, please bring the weft along with you, Lady TRN. Please promise us that you'll take care of yourself.
Okie doke. If TRN gets in trouble, we'll look for all of you.
That's the other thing I wish to mention. Do not open...
Okay. We will keep that in mind.
Of course, we know that. After all, Lady TRN is a demigod. Remember all those brave heroes and the tales you've heard.
Mm-hmm. In that case, brave TRN shall clear the way for all of you. Memmy mem memmy mem mem. Memmy mem mem mem. Memmy mem 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 mem. Memmy mem mem mem.
So many monsters.
Memmy mem mem memmy mem. Memmy mem.
Is that all?
I can't open it. It was probably sealed in order to ward off the Black Tide. Save your energy. Yanis's power is far stronger than we could ever imagine.
Mem mem memmy mem mem memmy mem mem. Memmy mem 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 memmy mem.
Are you serious? Just a mere door, and your first instinct is to call on the gods?
Memmy!
Before you try unlocking the door, perhaps you should first find a way to clear the fog that clouds your vision.
Memmy!
My name is Anaxagoras, one of the 7 sages of the Grove of Epiphany, and the founder of the New Sporists. Before we go any further, rule number 1. Do not call me Anaxa. Rule number 2. The person standing here and conversing with you right now isn't through the wonders of alchemy. I have shattered my soul and transmuted it into gold. Nothing is impossible. That's because my precise calculations account for every possibility. But that is where you're wrong. While the Black Tide was still approaching the Grove, only a small fraction of the scholars stayed behind with me to defend the Grove. If all goes well, but since you have accessed this message, something unforeseen must have occurred. For now, you should continue onward to the Luminary Throne, where you may retrieve the core flame. And our mortal remains. And now, the objective is complete. That is all.
Miss, judging from your reaction, Professor Anaxa? That's a lot to digest at once. You don't have to take that too seriously. Professor Anaxa theorizes that all beings originate from the same source. It is an extremely complicated theory. You should get him to explain it himself, provided that he is still alive. Yes, that seems like the only good news so far. We can just focus on retrieving the core flame then. I do not wish to consider this possible. Perhaps they were just unable to transfer the core flame, but managed to escape. It is located at the top of the giant tree, and as we're making our way there, won't be as simple as the professor made it sound.
All right.
Right. Let's see whether he left any similar. Alchemy is truly incredible. No, you didn't imagine it. I heard it as well. I'm afraid that someone's probably nearby. Found it. The voice is coming from over there. No. It seems to be coming from somewhere even further that way. Let's go check it out.
Regardless of what you do, a stone won't be able to speak. Such a lively little bunny. You even smell a little familiar. What an impatient child. Don't you know that haste makes waste?
Who are you? Keep your distance and identify yourself.
The scent of Thanatos. I recognize you. Idonia's renowned goddess of death.
Since you are aware, stop provoking the authority of death.
Baring your fangs at me. How cute. Just call me Calypso. I greet you on behalf of the 7 sages and the litophagists. Of course not. Just ask the fair lady beside you. She'll definitely know the reason why.
Be careful. Even if the head of the Lotophagus has never shown their true identity before, the Weft could not detect her presence just now. That would be out of the ordinary if she were truly a phantom body. Let me test her.
Do you mind if I join your private conversation?
That would be rather inappropriate for someone who isn't even willing to reveal their real self. However, I'm going to ask you some questions.
A pop quiz? Well, that sparks my interest. Go ahead.
What was the topic for the grand finals of the 752nd Great Debate?
Is a flying arrow in motion or at rest?
Who was your representative?
Medea. She went up against Phainon of the New Sporists.
Who won?
Nobody won because the 752nd Great Debate never took place. What I just mentioned happened during the previous debate. Phainon emerged victorious and obtained his 10th consecutive debate wreath. Anaxa the New Sporist is still alive. I saved him, and he is now recuperating at the Luminary Throne. So, are you satisfied with my answers? This dumbfounded expression of yours is much more adorable and likable than the previous one. As the saying goes, Seeing is believing. Why don't you follow me to the throne and take a look for yourself?
I'll keep my eyes on you at all times.
Oh, that's truly an honor. As long as we can get the water wheel turning, we'll be able to use it to ascend. So, the solution is to awaken this heart. Why did you suddenly freeze? Do you have another way to make the water wheel turn?
Can you really do it? I'm not. Is that the Chamber of Purifying Tears?
You have a good memory.
Why exactly?
My intention should be obvious. See that shallow pond over there? All the two of you have to do is to cross the deep well and retrieve the golden bough of vows from... You're making it sound so ominous.
We can retrieve it, but I advise you not to waste your time on any scheme.
Oh my. I'm helping you to eliminate your worries and obstacles, and yet I receive nothing in... Besides, the bough is essential for awakening the heart and drawing water out of the source. If you can't find it this time, we can just remain trapped here for the rest of eternity. You're overthinking things. We're all in the same boat, although it would be absurd to say that I have no other motives. I'm simply making use of this opportunity to see what you two are made of. So, is that truthful enough for you? Now is not the time for me to elaborate further. As a student of Anaxa, equivalent exchange should be something that you are familiar with.
I cannot deny that. Miss, since our interests are aligned right now, it's better for us to do as she says. If you unfortunately turn out to be her ultimate target, please don't worry. I will promptly intervene. Tricor vessel stored here.
Flower.
How smart.
Let's hope that this is not a trap set by her. So this is the Golden Bough of Vows. I hope that the Titan will not take their anger out on us. If only they could interfere in the affairs of the Titans.
So lustrous and beautiful.
Mem Cal. Memmy mem mem. Memmy mem mem. Memmy mem.
Understood. My apologies, Pink Bunny.
Memmy bunny mem. Memmy mem mem mem.
Is this the legendary Golden Bough of Vows?
We'll know once we test it. There's a secret passageway behind the pond. It's faster if we take that path.
How do you know this place so well?
Well, I'm one of the 7 sages after all. We're here. Could you kindly pluck a petal for me? Now, can our little goddess perform that again?
Huh?
That being the oath of Nestia's priest.
Right. Got it. O Nestia, with the weft as my vow, I beseech you, entwine my body with your golden thread and affection.
Ma'am, Memmy lit up.
It's just an ancient promise between the Titan and humans. So, what do you think? It really is the Golden Bough of Vows.
That is indeed true.
You look like a sad, lost puppy. Even if this is indeed a scheme to get you to lower your guard. Therefore, why don't we just put everything aside and...
Yes, I agree.
Great. Then, let's ride the water wheel.
However, giving us half-truths is not the right attitude for cooperation. Furthermore, according to the principle of equivalent exchange...
I really can't bear... I'll allow each of you to ask a question. Up, but not the little bunny. So...
Memmy mem mem. Memmy mem mem mem. Memmy mem mem.
Well, in that case, miss, please go ahead.
As I've previously mentioned, I'm one of the 7 sages of the Grove of Epiphany. If you think that this answer is insufficient, then I'll add to it. I'm the leader of the 7 sages. Well, it's your turn now, little goddess of death.
My question is, was your previous answer the whole truth and nothing but the truth?
There's no point in making this unnecessarily complicated.
That applies to you as well. However, we do not harbor any hostility. Lady Calypso, if you want us to work together more effectively, I advise you to answer my question honestly.
All right. I was completely truthful in my response just now.
With all due respect, omitting facts can also be considered deceit.
Is that so? Regardless, I still stand by my previous response.
Then please lead the way. After all, facts speak for themselves. The truth will come to light once we arrive at the Luminary Throne.
All right, all right. I originally thought that you were just a beautiful flower planted in the mortal realm by the hand of shadow. But now, I see you have some prickly thorns, too.
I'll just consider that a compliment.
Indeed. I'm complimenting your charming naivete. All right, go ride the water wheel. I'll wait for you up there.
Mem.
Speaking of which, don't you also have a red-haired companion?
Mem.
Not too much. It's just that I seem to hear the sound of a bee buzzing around.
Lady, your metaphors are not worthy of
Mem.
No match for me.
Whoa! It's little Gray, little Cass, and the pink puppy!
Lady TRÉN, are you all right? Were you hurt?
No, TRÉN flew high up into the air so the monsters couldn't reach us. Air supremacy secured! That sounds so cool! Oh, but what does it mean? Wait a minute, let's get back on track. The spindle that Aggie gave us is so powerful that TRÉN seems to have found Nat. He's near the treetop. Even though our perception of him is very weak, it's not like the White Dryads from before.
But since TRîN was alone and afraid that it might be dangerous, we did not fly there to take a look.
It seems like Lady TRîN did not forget our promise. Anaxa is indeed still alive, and he's at the Luminary Throne right now. It seems like Lady Calypso did not lie regarding this.
Huh? Calypso? Who's that? Oh, so you found a survivor! But the golden thread...
Coming and going without a trace.
Oh! Actually, TRîN also found this!
This is... a piece of burnt cloth.
Yup! TRîN found it on a branch not long ago! TRîN even used the golden thread to search around and found that the entire grove is giving off TRîN doesn't think so.
Lady TRîN, where is the aura gathered at right now?
It seems to be...
The Dome of Devotion. Calypso, just what are you hiding?
Vibrating more and more violently!
Everyone, let's be even more cautious. There's no one... Hold on. The butterfly of divine mind is gone? That can't be. Was it for fending off the black tide? Or perhaps...
What exactly is this butterfly of divine mind?
No, how should I put it? It's considered a safeguard for the Titan's core flame. This butterfly is created from Nestia's remaining divine mind, and legend has it that someone can only pass the trial of the butterfly by proving they possess pure and unselfish love within their heart.
But how are we going to prove it?
Sorry, but even I don't know how. After all, this is a secret among secrets that only a select few in the entire grove, and even Amphoreus, know. Rather than worry about this, Lady TRîN, did they go—
No. That unknown thing seems to be even farther ahead.
Perhaps we can try again. Let's see if the butterfly will still react to if it's indeed the token mentioned in the legends. There's... Let me give it a try. Oh, Nestia. With the weft as my vow, I beseech you, entwine my body with your golden thread and affection. Lady TRÉN! And even Mem? Where have they disappeared to?
Little Gray, little Cass, look over here! Quemmy is about to burst into flames!
The voice seems to be coming from the Star Chase atrium.
Infallible. Little Gray, little Cass, it's bad. It's very bad. I'm fine.
Lady TRÉN, what exactly happened just now?
TRÉN and Memmy were looking around to see if there was... Just as they went to take a closer look at that big...
I see. Let's get a move on. The orbs belonging to Ornyx's priests should be nearby.
It's connected! Let's hurry! Memmy is already bouncing around due to the heat! Oh no, I'm starting to smell something delicious.
Open sesame.
Guiding the West Wind, away we go!
Together as one, expand your thinking.
Yang! Human creations!
Go, go, go! Mimi!
Open sesame. Endless riddles. Nothing but a boy.
Mem, memmy, mem, mem. Memmy, mem, mem, mem. Memmy, mem, mem, mem. Memmy, mem, easy. Mem, mem, memmy, mem. Mem. Memmy, mem, mem, mem. It's alright. TRÄN only just flew down.
I'm glad that everyone is all right. Speaking of which...
A remnant of Nestia's core flame. To get to the throne at the treetop, gather the embers before you with the golden bough of...
Whoa! Where did you come from?
You finally appeared, Lady Calypso.
Yes, it's been some time. The battle just now was a true delight, and I feel quite elated. It seems like I'll really be able to rely on all of you to reclaim my true form.
Lady TRÄN, how does the golden thread...
Huh. There's...
Obviously. After all, the fragment that you picked up just now is completely unrelated to me. All right. Just do as I say. If you're able to pass the trial, I will tell you everything truthfully.
Another trial.
Mem. Memmy, mem, mem. But we have to go to the treetop to find Nax anyway, right?
I've got a hunch. Come, let's collect the embers and go confront her. According to Calypso, we just have to gather the embers before us with the golden bough of vows. How incredible.
Memmy, mem?
Looks good.
It seems like you managed to gather the embers. In that case, just offer it to the divine butterfly.
It'll be fine. Let's just do as she says.
It's a success! The path has appeared!
All of you have indeed passed the trial.
The sound of a butterfly's wings.
I'll be back shortly. Of course, our promise still stands. But now, it's time for me to sacrifice. If the West Wind ever ends, let that be the place where we reunite. Farewell, my love.
Lady Calypso, this is...
It's nothing much. Thank you so much for your help. Now, it's time for me to fulfill my part.
Well, in that case, I can start. You're actually Cersei's, right?
Ma'am?
Oh my. The children of humanity have passed the final trial. I was wondering when you were planning to expose me.
The riddle-like trials, your distrustful yet sincere character, referring to Nestia as your love, and the head of the Litophagus is actually called Medea and not Calypso.
Since you knew from the start that I was not who I said I was.
Because I did not believe that Circes would walk this world in a human form. I was also afraid that the Titans were under the control of the Black Tide. Also, to make a claim, one must have evidence.
Excellent. To think we were able to gain a new chance at life in the...
Well, shouldn't you also tell us why you went through all the trouble of setting up these riddles?
Oh, the reason's quite simple. I needed your help, and just like how you were wary of me, I had to ensure that you were not villains who were trying to get their hands on the core flame.
Is this threat related to the Black Tide?
Indeed. And it's even more related to that lost item from before, as I could not do anything about him. I split my body up and escaped to avoid harm.
What you mean is that you hid your own core flame?
Indeed. I split it into 3. I hid one within the Golden Bough of Vows. As for the last one, it's currently in Anaxa's body, which is in dire need of...
What? Do you mean that you're using such a method?
After all, the scholars of the Grove have always been willing to lay down their lives to defend my core flame. As a respected god, it would be too embarrassing if I were to do nothing and simply watch the children of humanity give up their lives for me, especially that heretic named Anaxa. He did not even hesitate to tear his soul apart and use it to perform a miracle. His way of thinking was so out of the ordinary that I felt it would be a waste for him to meet his demise, and of course, this also meant that I was able to conceal myself. What a smart little bunny. This way, I'll be able to regain my true form, and you will be able to bring the core flame and your teacher back to Akama. We'll also take down the black-robed swordmaster at the throne.
But, Circes, aren't you the reason Titan?
Even if I do not have the authority of strife, I'm still a god. I just need you to buy me some time against the warrior's blade. Excellent. Then just continue climbing to reach my throne. Turn the Golden Bough of Vows into firewood to reignite the core flame of reason. I'll leave it to you, children of humanity. May you be blessed with good fortune.
It seems like a fierce battle will be inevitable.
Don't worry, TRÍEN will protect everyone!
Ahead lies the Luminary Throne, and also the battlefield that we're about to step onto.
Ma'am. Memmy, what's wrong? Ma'am.
Is this Professor Anaxa?
Strength in numbers!
My eyes can no longer see. No matter. All I have to do is place this body at the core of the array. For the sake of Amphoreus. Die with me, Titan.
Circes was right. He's indeed here.
Who is this black-robed guy?
Everyone, brace yourself. This must be the hunter reborn from the black tide that Circes was talking about. The black sword and cloak. The owner of the piece of cloth. The north wind that sent over the deathly fog of Thanatos.
You're not demigods. Stand down or die.
TRÍEN will also protect everyone! TRÍEN is brave!
Miss. Only this time, may death protect us. Be careful.
One slash. 2 slashes. 3 slashes are enough.
Who exactly are you?
No matter.
Bless.
Converge and awaken!
Open sesame.
Is it coming? Guiding the west wind! Away we go!
So powerful. Circes was right.
Information. In accordance.
What's wrong? The door to a whole new world.
Mimi! Watch closely. What's news?
Return to the great tree.
Yin and yang. Life and death.
Offer your souls to the fire.
Not good.
Reduced to ashes.
In that case...
Can't be killed in a single blow. You are indeed no ordinary human. How annoying. Children, since the ambush failed, it'll be difficult to find another opportunity. Right.
Professor Anaxa? It's Cersei's.
Curiosity. Endless riddles. But the answer is nothing but a void. All at once, expand your thinking. Raise barriers of the unknown and watch them crumble. In a massive hello. Bad luck. The Omniscia sees through together as one.
All but one day to return to the great tree.
Open sesame. I see through you. Underestimating us will cost you. Delivering warmth.
Return to the great tree.
Yin and yang. It's coming. Guiding the west wind. Away we go.
Everyone, watch each other's back.
I don't have to expand your thinking. Came together. Curiosity. Endless riddles. Nothing but a void.
That was tough. I'm truly exhausted. This is bad.
Century Gate, open!
Phew. That was a close call. Thank goodness that we returned to Akama unharmed.
Little Cass, my head, it still hurts. Sorry. I know you told me not to open the gate.
Please don't blame yourself, Lady TRÍEN. If it weren't for you, we would have already met our end at the Grove.
I feel awful.
Lady TRÍEN, you haven't been well since you woke up.
All this noise and commotion. Akama hasn't changed a bit, has it?
Are you... Professor Anaxa?
There's no need for doubt. The Titan no longer speaks. It is I, Anaxagoras of the New Sporists.
Indeed. You are the only one who would refer to yourself like that. Professor, let me be frank. The mission Lady Aglaya entrusted us is to search for survivors, and...
That does not surprise me. And now, I'm a survivor who witnessed the entirety of the disaster, as well as the defenseless bearer of a... Are you going to bring me to Aglaia to fulfill your duty?
That is indeed my duty. But I prefer not to present you to her as a captive or spoil of battle.
Fine. There's no need to make your life difficult. But I have some things to take care of first. The families of some of my fellow Grove Scholars live in the Holy City.
Because Lady Aglaia will probably be against it.
Let me guess. That woman will not only prevent me from visiting the families of the deceased, but will also suppress any information about the Grove. She's always been that cold-hearted. My fellows at the Grove gave their lives defending the Core Flame and fighting the Black Tide alongside me. Their families deserve to know the truth.
You intend to do it without her knowledge?
Do you really think that woman would treat me well, even if I behaved and proved my loyalty? I wouldn't mind seeing a bit more anger on her face. Are you going to stop me, Castorus?
I will accompany you, but please understand that Lady Aglaia has her own considerations.
You truly have the makings of a fine scholar, putting yourself in other people's shoes like that. Let's go. I won't go overboard.
So, after all these years, you and Lady Aglaia are still...
Neither of us is narrow-minded. You should know the root cause of our conflict.
Hello. And...
Hello. If I'm not mistaken, you are Callinicus's wife.
Yes. Oh, are you a messenger?
Ma'am. Callinicus passed away a few days ago.
So... did he manage to defend the Grove?
Huh?
Yes. He managed to protect Xerxes' core flame, at the cost of his life.
I see. I'll select some of his possessions and pick a nice resting place for him.
Please let us know if you need any help, ma'am.
I come from Kremnos. Death and sacrifice. You know, Callinicus. Even though he was a scholar, he'd always ask me to teach him how to fight whenever he came back. Isn't it funny that a Chrysos heir like him wants to learn from an ordinary person like me? I've been prepared for this.
I'm really sorry.
There's nothing to be sorry for. I was once a warrior, and I'll find my way back to the battlefield someday. With the coming coronation of the new king of Kremnos, I'll take up my lance against the creatures of the Black Tide. With the coming coronation of the new king of Kremnos, I'll take up my lance against the creatures of the Black Tide.
Oh, hello, young ones. Is there anything I can help you with?
Are you the father of Kenani and Artakama?
Ah, yes. Did my daughters cause trouble? It's, alas, forgive this old brain of mine. What's the matter, young one? Why so quiet? Did my daughters really get into some trouble? If they refuse to apologize, just let me know.
What should we do? I really can't tell him.
Mr. Fabio, the Black Tide took Kenani and Artakama.
What?
They fought until their last breath against the Black Tide to defend the Grove. As the Chrysos heir stationed at the Grove, I failed to protect them. Mr. Fabio, if you're upset...
Don't put it that way. Even if my Artakama wasn't one of the Chrysos heirs mentioned in the prophecy.
What's wrong? I'm busy. There's a lot going on in the city, and I've got my hand.
Mister, we're sorry to bother you, but...
No, wait, Lady Castorus, did Lady Aglaia send you because of some mistake I made at work?
Keep your cool, Titus. I'm Anaxagoras from the Grove of Epiphany. A few days ago, your father passed away.
Wait, what? My old man died? That's no shocker. At his age, he was due for the River of Souls any time. Just up and left me behind. That old man. I've been telling him for ages to stay in the Holy City and enjoy his retirement, but still wouldn't budge after all those arguments. That stubborn old thing. I already got him a retirement home and was waiting for him to come around. All my effort is wasted now, and he didn't even give me a chance to say goodbye. That bull-headed old man, stubborn as a mule.
That is it. That's all the colleagues' families that I remember.
Good work, Miss. And Professor Anaxa.
Let's go. Take me to see Aglaia.
All right. I'll lead the way.